So I've already talked about JWT tokens. Now let's talk about the authentication strategies that big companies like Google use in order to scale up their authentication process for millions of users. So the main two authentication strategies that are being used are refresh tokens and access tokens. The major difference between these two type of tokens is access token is short-lived, whereas the refresh token is long-lived. Access token has a lifespan of somewhere around 5 to 30 minutes, whereas refresh token has a lifespan of about 30 days. So what was the main core problem? Why did we introduce this and how do they really work? Let's try to understand that first. So the core problem occurred, let's say as a user, I log in and my token is valid for 10 minutes itself, right? So does that mean that I have to log in again after 10 minutes and that process keeps on repeating for, let's say if I use my website for an hour, so do I have to like log in after every 10 minutes, basically 6 times? That's a really bad UX. So I won't be doing that. In order to solve that issue, we had refresh token, right? Now, again, if we only talk about refresh token, if my token is valid for 30 days, it becomes really insecure, right? Because what if the token gets stolen? Then the attacker basically has the token for like 30 days and there'll be a real damage. So what we did as a solution is we mixed up both and we are using both as a combination. Let me now make you understand how it works in a flow like a backend engineer. Okay, so the user logs in. As the user logs in, both access and refresh tokens are generated. Now, access token will be valid for, let's say, 10 minutes, right? Now, after 10 minutes, what happens is client sends the endpoint of refresh token validation and the server validates the refresh token. Once the server validates the refresh token, the main purpose of refresh token is to generate new access tokens. So once it validates the refresh token, new access tokens are generated. Therefore, for us, for me as a user, it seems like a continued experience instead of breaking up experience. Also, as a backend engineer, it is also way more secure than keeping up a token for maybe 30 days. Okay, so that is how it sees continue. Now, as the user logs out, the refresh token is also deleted. One more thing I would like to emphasize on is access token is stateless in nature and refresh token is stateful in nature. What does that mean is, so refresh tokens are stored in database so that we can have more control over it. We could revoke it, we could rotate it as per our wish, and it could be more secure. So refresh tokens are stored in database. Therefore,